Hello and welcome to Drix's Shed. Today I take a piece of Masasa.
I just hear that name and I shudder.
Masasa. Well, it's a hardwood from the southern and eastern Africa regions, mainly with the tree growing in the savannah area, so you're looking Tanzania, Zambia, Zimbabwe, around those areas. However, where I got it wasn't as exotic as Africa. I got it at the Chestnut Products Weekender in Spalding last year. So the blank was lying there, and looking at it I was like, yeah, there should be some really nice character in this. But I did not expect how much character there was in it. So really enjoyed this turn and revealing the inner beauty of the piece. It's just a shame I didn't pick up more. Now the turning of this was fairly dry and dusty, and it helped having the tools sharp, but it was a fun piece to turn, and I did decide to just keep it simple, go with a basic shape, as the wood is so beautiful. I wanted to show off the wood as much as possible. Most of the turning of this piece was done with my Robert Sorby 1/2 inch bowl gouge, and currently at the moment it is held in a worm screw in my chuck. Now normally sanding can be a very boring task, but this was very satisfying to do on this piece. So even just after sanding you can see the beauty in this wood, and then the finishing just gives it that extra
Je ne sais quoi?
with just a very simple finish that's applied. So gone to the standard using Yorkshire Grit after cellulose sanding sealer, and then finishing it off with microcrystalline wax. And as you can see, the chatoyance in this is just absolutely stunning. And once the polishing of the wax is done, just had to have another look at that chatoyance. And then it's time to flip it around in the chuck and start turning the inside of the bowl. Now this was actually a very quick turn to do, and very satisfying. So I did experience a couple of tool marks that the sanding didn't remove, so just used a scraper for those, and then it turned out perfectly. So then the inside of the bowl was finished exactly the same as the outside. Kept it simple with a cellulose sanding sealer, Yorkshire Grit to polish it up, and then microcrystalline wax to protect it against fingerprinting, as I'm sure this bowl will be picked up a lot. Well, mainly by myself, looking at the beauty in the wood and the chatoyance itself. And then it was time to get rid of the tenon. So I flipped it around in my cold jaws and started turning with the tailstock up, and then just at the last bit I could remove the tailstock and clean it up. So at this point I could have left it as it was and finished it, but I decided to just clean it up nicely and get it sanded smooth and then engrave my logo with the laser. I didn't know how it was going to come out initially, but actually the laser engraved really well on this wood, apart from the fact that I will show you later, I forgot to take my laser off the rotary setting which I had used previously, and it had done a bit of a squashed logo, but all looks good and works really well. But you will see that in the stills at the end. Then it was just the same finishing process as the rest of the bowl. And there you go, a very simple bowl design, really good for beginners to practice with tool handling and everything, but the wood is what makes this bowl stunning. It is just absolutely beautiful, and I will definitely have to see if I can get more of this.
Well, thank you for joining me in Jukes' Shed. So there's a little bowl, just a simple shape, but the wood is what gives it its character. It's just absolutely stunning, and I'm in love with it. And obviously the laser worked really well on the back of this, but I did forget to take the rotary setting off, so it's a little squash, but it's come out really nicely still, and yeah, I like it. If you did, please remember to subscribe to my channel if you've not done so yet. Leave me a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. Now, I will be at Maker Central this weekend, so if you are there, find me, say hello. If not, I will be again at the Chestnut Products Weekender at the beginning of August. But anyway, I hope to see you next time. Take care.